know what letter that is, Grover?
I think so.
What letter is this?
Q.
Q. This is indeed a Q.
All right, welcome to the Patriot Hour for 11/29/2018. I am Michael, your host. If you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. We got some new Q clearance, breadcrumbs, updates, drops. We're going to get right into. Again, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, ring the bell, toggle the switch, take a look in the description box. Your donations are greatly appreciated, and in the comment section, folks, other than leaving a comment, take a look in the comment section. Some of the greatest patriots around the globe right here to help you, to guide you. All right, so without any further ado, let's get into these new Q. It's early morning, Thursday, 11/29. All right, we have a couple of drops here. So this is the last one was 2502, and we had 2503 drop. All right, this came just a little bit ago, folks, at 5:49 a.m. We have basically, it looks like of course, a Christmas tree. Not sure where, but it says we know. And 2504, this came at 6:01, just about a little over an hour ago. A picture is worth many sentences. Has POTUS ever made a statement that hasn't been proven to be correct? Future. Think timing. Think Senate lock. Think Supreme Court lock. Locked and who is loaded? Q. All right, so just a couple of quick ones there. That's all we really got. Reflections. Looks like a front office maybe is somewhere. You know, hallway, doors getting out. Something like that. All right. I'm gonna take a minute here on the caravan, or the invaders. All right, the invasion. That's what we call it. They're calling it the caravan this whole time. Reports are coming out. It's been funded. The facet that broke off from the main group, there was buses that came in, shot them over to Tijuana there. It's costing thousands of dollars to feed these people, get them bused, coordinated. We know that early on, Trump was sticking his ground. Nobody's coming in. We're not letting anybody in. We had thousands go back. Thousands heeded his warning. It's like, oh, he's not letting us in. We're not going to waste our time. And they literally turned around, went back to their country of origin. We're being played with. This is a war against not so much just Trump. They're trying to get Trump. It's against us, all right? These globalists have everything set up the opposite of what we want, what we don't want. And the ones that are brainwashed here beg for it. But those of us that are awake, those of us that know what's going on, we are totally against it. It's a war waged against us. So the more we know and the more we shout it out, the more that we can make videos like this and let them know we're onto their games and we're not going to stand for it anymore. The old norms are done, dead, and gone, and we're helping take it out to the trash, all right? And the reason that is just by us knowing destroys their whole illusion, all right? That's half the battle, folks, getting everyone to know, be on board, be fully awake to the bullcrap. That hurts them more than anything. Remember the old, they won't be able to walk down the streets. All right, just a couple of quick headlines here. So remember Matt Lauer from a year ago, fired. Now NBC, owned by Comcast, or however they got that all merged. There was rampant sexual abuse, sexual misconduct from the heads of these men over at NBC. Now, he was just the tip of the iceberg. There was a massive cover-up. Now, these places have news. They typically investigate. They do all kinds of Dateline shows. Why wouldn't they flip that and do it to their own people? Well, of course we know why. The owners of the companies don't allow that. But it's no excuse that they basically covered it up. And lots of other more powerful men, all the way up to the owners. He was the fall guy, just the tip of the iceberg. A year after being fired from NBC over alleged sexual misconduct, Matt Lauer is living a quiet life away from the spotlight. A source tells People that the disgraced new anchor has struggled to come to terms with his new normal life. It has been very hard for him. He went from being a super busy person to having nothing but time on his hands. He's not doing well. The longtime news anchor, who is fired from Today's Show in November of 2017, is not thinking about working again right now. He doesn't sit around thinking about a comeback, adds a second source. Instead, Lauer is focusing all his attention at home with his children. He's trying to get by, putting all his energy into his kids. He is working on his relationship with his kids. They have a good relationship, but they've been through a lot. All right, at 60, Lauer and his estranged wife, Annette Roque, continue working out the terms of their divorce. The former couple is still living together at their Hamptons compound with sons Jack, 17, and Thigis, 11, and daughter Romy at 14. All he wants to do is be involved in his kids' lives, says the second source. He spends his days doing as much kid stuff as he can. And while Lauer is mainly staying home and keeping a low profile, he still makes time to socialize with friends. He is not dating, adds a second source. Some former colleagues have visited him. He has some long-term friends he sees and hangs out with on a regular basis. All right, it's enough of that article, but you get the gifs. So it just kind of popped up here. Trump threatens Dems. He'll declass docs. We've been waiting for that. I don't know if it needs to be a threat to them or not. Just do it. Trump threatens to declassify devastating documents if Democrats want to play tough. President Trump likely, why does declassifying something only have to happen to play tough? Why can't it just be the right thing to do so we can get some truth shedded on the situation? The threat comes months after handfuls of conservative lawmakers called on President to declassify and release documents that they claim will show the Russia investigation is politically biased against the president. I think that would help my campaign. If they want to play tough, I will do it. They will see how devastating those pages are, Trump told the New York Post on Wednesday. The request was made in September and heavily focused on documents relating to the surveillance warrant used against former Trump advisor Carter Page. All right, so we know that the way that this step 2 works with the FISAs, if, technically all they needed to do is get the janitor out of Trump Tower. He's got ties. So if they're investigating the janitor, then they can do add-ons all the way up. I mean, they would have got Trump just from that, because you get 2 people closest around this guy and then 2 people closest around him, which would sweep the whole building. Everyone's connected. That's how it works. That's why they even came up with that +2 around. So you can, so that basically, if the janitor's talking to his mom and then his mom's talking to some neighbor lady where she lives at, they're allowed to go that far out. It keeps jumping the +2 communication. So we know he's been wanting to release this. He's been threatening it to them. We've been told as well it will come. I believe it's what needs to happen. All right. Not even in the end, like today. All right, can we get a little release today? All right, so yep, and they did it again. The Democratic caucus nominated its leadership. Here's what it means. I think they had Pelosi as the House Speaker. Yep, Speaker of the House. All right, that's enough. I've heard enough. That lady is bonkers. She really is. VA tells congressional staffers it won't repay underpaid GI recipients. Why Prince Philip reportedly encouraged Prince Charles' affair. Why Ford will keep plants humming and Trump happy. Yeah, so we know we got GM to lay off. All right, alarms. GM. Whoops, I put FM. So GM layoff signal uncertain future for American cars. That was just an hour ago. Let's go with that one. So GM Motors layoff signal uncertain future for American cars and more. When General Motors announced on November 26th that it was halting production at 5 factories and cutting 15% of its workforce. So quite a bit here, folks. Changing GM's announcement left manufacturing cities reeling. The company says it will halt production in its plants in Lordstown, Ohio, Detroit, and Warren, Michigan, White Marsh, Maryland, and Ontario, Canada. It'll also lay off more than 14,000 workers, including 25% of its executives. The changes come as part of a global restructuring of the company, which has said it will move away from lower-selling sedan models to focus on electric and autonomous cars, as well as crossovers, SUVs, and efficient trucks. All right, so we got a couple of articles out there. I just wanted to mainly get the queue read to you. We have new queue. I want to get those read to you. A couple of breaking news articles here. Look forward to us today, throughout the day here at the Patriot Hour. Possibly a show lined up with Ben, maybe later on. We're not sure. I haven't really discussed anything. But I will be here, and I will do any updates, anything new, any new queue, or any just breaking news in general, folks. And plus, I'm working on something, like always, to bring you. So again, I'm Michael. This is a Patriot Hour. God bless, Godspeed to each and every one of you worldwide. And we'll see you back here real soon at the next Patriot Hour update video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and toggle the switch to work with you after ringing the bell. See you back here real soon. Have a great morning into your afternoon.